Good morning. I had to come out for a break in the Jack in the Box. As you can see behind my head, yeah. See, that's what we serve out here in the West Coast. If you had the Jack in the Box, you would understand. But look here. Coming to y'all this morning because I'm being annoyed. I'm annoyed right now because, first of all, I done put a lot of years into this Hollins history. It's becoming frustrating right now because everybody needs to wake up and start acting like they don't understand what's going on. And that's the truth. First of all, I've been dealing with this family history since 1991. And when the federal government in my hometown said the name didn't exist, I started digging. And I've been digging since 1991. And it's getting annoying to hear people come to me every day with this, enlighten you, and say, man, I don't have time, man. I got 16-hour work days I got to do out here in Hollywood. You know what I mean? If you don't understand, look behind my head. You know, I got to deal with CNN Center and all this type of stuff every day. You know what I mean? So everybody need to be patient, or better yet, take your finger and go down my page, because I've said so much in the last few years since I've had the page. The page that you all are on, Hollins Family, is a page only for family members only. You know, I got 3-4 Facebooks for different situations because I'm a traveler, I'm a go-getter. That's how I've always been. But once my father, let me take that back. Once my grandfather told me the secret in 1989 about the name, I ain't stopped since. So I feel like, go down that page, go to the Hollins Foundation that I made, and read it for yourself. I don't have time to be sitting up here being somebody's school teacher when I've said too much to a lot of people. Elijah Muhammad yesterday was one. Day before that was somebody else. But I got to work. You know, I got 16-hour days I got to do out here every day. So I don't have time to really jump on this family history, but I'm going to say it for what it is. Let's get one thing straight. The Hollins name is something that some of y'all have no clue what it is. Some of y'all have said, well, we can't be related because, you know, how's that? There's 300, 500 names linked to that name. So how are we not related? Let's be real. How could you say a name that's so rare, so unorthodox, and whether you know it or not, it's a European name. It has royalty to it. It has a lot of history behind it. That's why our ancestors really didn't want to talk about it, because maybe they were brainwashed because, you know, hey, if you see a lot of white folks back in those days, you would say, nah, I don't want to know about it. And that's how most of them were. Do me a favor. Go down my page and read the history yourselves. You'll find out about Mahalia Jackson. You'll find out about Tupac Shakur. You'll find out about Eazy-E. You'll find out about Charlie Wilson. Yeah, I'm naming them. They're all family members. So don't act like this is something that just started 2014. I've been doing this so long to where I sleep at night thinking, who's next to come on my page? Who's next to disrespect me? Who's next not to understand what's going on? But all you Hollinses out there, let me give y'all a little advice. If we're not family, then where we get these nasty ass attitudes from? You know what I'm saying? Where we get these nasty attitudes? You know, where we get the nasty attitudes? Where we get the enormous talent? Where we get the athletic ability? You know what I mean? Have some of y'all even thought about that? Another thing, to the kids in this family, I know what y'all about. Some of y'all got nasty attitudes. Some of y'all got gifts you can't even explain because nobody never told y'all. Like, for instance, I know some of y'all have premonitions. I know some of y'all probably see the future. I know some of y'all predict death. I know some of y'all probably see ghosts. We all go through it. This is what the Hollinses are about. If you know that, if So, think about it. If we're not family, where we get this enormous entertainment? Come on, y'all. The entertainment industry knows about this family. Y'all would have never known. Some of y'all kids are signed to them record deals out here in this industry. You can't even get on them because guess what? The name is blackballed to a certain degree. But y'all don't know it. But I know it. And I think some of y'all better recognize what this name is about because there's a lot of history behind it. There's a lot of stuff behind this name that some of y'all probably was stopped by police and probably had court cases that just disappeared, and you wondering, ooh, how did it happen? Better look at your last name. Start wondering why people look at you funny. Start wondering why people are like, Jesus Christ, what's up with this name? You know what I'm saying? Some people say I got an attitude. I was born a Hollins. Hollins are natural born attitude seekers. And that's who we are, and that's how we always will be. So don't act like I don't understand what I'm doing. Because number one, oh, what's up, John? What's going on? So, see, that's all I get every legends in this game. So don't act like this is something I just started overnight, because it don't work like that. Now, as far as I'm concerned, let's talk about the history. A lot of us don't even understand that a lot of y'all are rappers and singers. You know, guess I gotta come in the Jack in the Box. This is funny. This is funny to me. I gotta come in the Jack in the Box. But anyway, let me give y'all some history. Give y'all a history lesson so something you can sit back and think about your day. The Hollins family. There's so much history behind it, man. I've learned in the last 5 years. Some of y'all will probably blow your brains out because you can't believe the name is out there. Currently, y'all gotta understand I'm moving around Wi-Fi. I think they bugging my phone. That's how I feel. Y'all don't understand how dangerous this last name is. But anyway, just to let y'all know, we come from a very highly entertainment family, which means that, like I said, if some of y'all got your kids out there in that industry with these contracts and can't get out of them because guess what? The industry knows about the name. They know about it. They know the history. You never would have known about this history until somebody stepped in the inner circle. I was placed in the inner circle in 2010, and my life has not changed since then. There's so much information to the point of Hollins have been called Rolling Stones. They've been called they've been called scholars. I've been told you can't find a ghetto-fied, educated family on the face of this planet. The Hollins family. I heard this right here in California. So imagine that. For all y'all that don't know it, Eazy is a Hollins relative. I found that out on the set of Straight Outta Compton. And the one thing I can say about the Wright family, they highly respect that name. And I love them to death for it because they've never disrespected me. They've never came at me stupid. They've never did anything to make me realize that we're not family. I've had some of y'all in different states threaten me, talk shit to me, and I feel like, what is the purpose? You're showing me that you are what you are, and that is your Hollins. Now, as far as I'm concerned, some of y'all need to scroll down my page. Keep scrolling. Push down that. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Because number one, I done put out so much information. I've met a lot of people who are linked to this family. And some of y'all never would have known unless somebody chose you for it. I'm going to let it be known. I was chosen to be put here. Nobody in this family is going to tell me nothing. Nobody in this family is going to stop me from doing what I'm doing. Because if my grandmother wanted me to research to find out what the problem was with this name, I'm going to still do it. I've lost an entire family in one spot because ignorance. There's a lot of them we have not talked in years. And me personally, I'm really not pressure talk nobody, because number one, if you can't respect what I've done, don't jump on the bandwagon when you see it blow up. You know what I mean? And I don't have to make up anything. I don't have to sit here and lie about nothing. When my grandfather told me to my face in 1989 that the Hollins name was worldwide, that's all I needed. Now, this is a guy I idolized. He was one of my first heroes before I even thought about my father. But he told me straight up, his name is worldwide. He said there's stuff that you're not going to like, there's stuff that you're not going to accept, and you see it now. There's a lot of stuff that with this family, a lot of y'all can't accept it, but guess what? That's what the ancestors were. So don't sit here and try to dog me down and talk shit about what I'm doing when, number one, I'm building y'all curriculum. I'm helping your kids. Because some of y'all don't even know your history. Some of y'all were never told. Some of y'all never even questioned it. But I'm not doing this for the adults. I'm doing it for these children who are part of this family. Because they need to know. They need to know about their gifts. They need to know about why they trip. They need to know why they're the depression. They need to know about the diseases. They need to know everything about this family so they can walk out in that world and keep this thing going. Keep it going. You know what I mean? Since I've been in, it's kind of tough out here right now. A family member was killed a couple of days ago in Compton. That's what we go through out here. You know what I'm saying? And me being a family member who just pops up when my family needs him, that's what I do. I'm going to let this be known. I don't appreciate the fact that the family that I grew up with all my life, I sacrificed, love more than anything. There's a lot of hate on me because of what happened with my father. Let's make this perfectly clear. I'm never ever going to be stable in life again. My mother was murdered March 25th. Well, I guess it was March 25th, but my mother was murdered March 25th, 2012. My father died November 8th, 2012. And ever since then, I got this disrespect from family members who didn't even understand that I had just buried my mother. I literally went into depression. I lost everything because I was trying to get my mother buried. And then they hear family members who sit up here and talk shit to me, but y'all couldn't put my dad in that ground, and they had to put that all on my head. So I decided that since everybody came at me stupid like that, and then I had a heart attack the same year, and a mild stroke the year before, I don't have nothing really much to say about my family in D.C. You know what I mean? If they love me, they love me. If they don't, it is what it is, My grandfather always told me never trust a Hollins. That's what came out of his mouth. You know what I mean? It takes a Hollins to know one. And when here's a guy who never put his family around him, he never told me about his brother. Now, when you got a Hollins that sit there, older elders say, don't trust that name, don't trust the family. What am I supposed to do? Not believe him? So when in 2013, when I put this page together and just ran with it, there's almost 2,000 people on this page now. And the question is, what y'all gonna do about it? If you want to know about this family, go to my page, go to the Hollins Foundation, research, put your kids in your lap teaching what I taught. I done put so much lesson out there that there's no reason why you shouldn't know what this name is about. Now, to the family members who have criticized me and disrespected me behind my actions, let me tell y'all something. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. There's a lot of stuff about this family. I have talked to family members on a personal level, and they understand where I'm going with it. Some even know about secrets that we can't even accept. But I'm just here this morning to just let y'all know. Stop pestering me. Really stop bullying me so hard when, number one, all my info is on the page. I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? All my Hollins info is in my notes. It's all on my page. I've named everybody I can think of in this industry who is linked to it. Accept it. Just accept it. Just because you don't know, remember, if you're related to me, you're related to them. Bottom line. You know what I mean? If James Brown is my sixth cousin, what do you think James Brown is to you? You know what I mean? My mama's side of the family is so huge, full of celebrities, I haven't even begun. But we're not a family messed up. We know how to figure each other out. Just that the Hollinses, they just don't want to do this, don't want to do that, don't want to do this, don't want to do that. Come on, man.
348.
Come on, man. Grow up. We got kids out here. We got kids out here who are depressed. We got kids out here who got diseases. We got kids out here who play games and don't even understand themselves. But if you got that last name, if you had a grandmother, grandfather, anybody that had that last name, you got the same attitude, the same talent, and the same issues, just like every Hollins go through. So, my thing is this. Come to my page with respect and research the history. If you want to talk to me, leave me your number, and I'll call you. We'll have a one-on-one. And I promise you, when I get through with you on that telephone, you will know that I'm your cousin. Because number one, I ain't got no reason to lie. I don't. I'm the one out here trying to find funding to put this document together my way. Because number one, it's not going to be done right if everybody acting a fool and then all this and all that. I've seen a lot of the Hollinses out there who do their own stuff and don't say nothing. That's cool. But once the project begins, and once we finish it, I'm taking it worldwide. I'm taking it to film festival. I want everybody to see this is where I come from. This is my family. You know what I mean? This is a family I've dealt with since birth. I've loved this name since I was a kid. I was glad I didn't have no other name in the world. But it sickens me to hear people say, we're not related. How is that? You coming at me with the attitude already. You know what I mean? Some of y'all need to sit down and think to yourselves. If we're not related, where you get that nasty attitude from? If we're not related, how come some of y'all say y'all the best cooks out there? Anybody in this family should know Hollinses are the best cooks alive. I've heard it from coast to coast. If we're not related, how come we got all these singers and these rappers in here? This is who we are. So, I think we all need to sit back sometime and think to ourselves, we're blessed to be in this position. Because we could be still sitting here 30 more years from now, not knowing who we are, and that's pitiful. I'm also going to let y'all know I'm going to let you on another secret. Tupac Shakur, his bloodline is the Hollins, but he's related to both my grandparents. That's right. Zelda and Lucius, my grandparents, he's related to both of them. Because if the bloodline is the Hollins, that's through my grandfather. But my grandmother's secret was about the presidents. We knew about one, but the industry says we're related to all of them except two. not counting that clown we got in there now. And if you do your history, one president was murdered on his inauguration day, so he don't count. So the Hollins are related to all the presidents. I've been told this. You want me to enlighten it? Wait for the video. Wait for the film. Because by that time, we're going to have all the information we need to run with this. Somebody told me, hey, Slim, I think you about to get the Nobel Peace Prize if you pull that off. I don't want no award. I don't. Smooth. And you know, I got to deal with these clowns here in Hollywood every day. And everybody want me to teach. I'm not teaching nothing no more. I feel like this. If y'all want to know about your family history, drop your number in my inbox. Let me know what your schedule is, and I'll call you. And that's the end of it. You know what I mean? I got to get back to work. So just do me a favor. If you really want to know about this family, you go to my page and you scroll it up and down. And I promise you, you're going to see some stuff that's going to shock you. It's going to shock you like you've never been shocked before. And if you want one-on-one talk, leave your number. And I'll be happy to call you and tell you what I have, and that's the end of it. So let me get back to work. I'll see you when I see you. Deuces.